Once again, back with hot stocks to watch and looking at a market recap. So let's talk about AMC. We know what it does. We know what it likes to do. Uh, no stranger to anyone that's traded in the stock market the last year. So um, everything is kind of bouncing right now, NASDAQ. So can't count any of these plays out, especially when they start getting volume. But yeah, we're looking at more of the same. Uncertainty in the market because of a possible resurgence in pandemic worldwide. So yeah, we can look at a couple plays and see where they may be going, and try to get a good gauge on where the market is going to be this month and in the upcoming weeks. So uh, what do you have on your radar so far?
Yeah, at the moment, OTC market's been pretty dead. I'm still holding SPONF, and I'm gonna add to that position tomorrow as long as it continues to hold support. I mean, it's fitting my criteria: volume coming in, holding support. So I started scaling in yesterday, so I'm gonna scale in some more tomorrow. And like I said, if it continues to hold, I have a tight stop. I'm gonna hold that. I look for at least 30-40% bounce sometime in the near future. So that's pretty much where I'm at with the OTCs. Right now, OTCs have been pretty slow just because there's a lot of uncertainty going on in the market with the custodialships and nobody really knowing exactly what it's going to look like when they crack down with the regulations. But it's still going to be some money to be made. And I mean, we've really seen this before. I mean, with the NASDAQ stocks and with the OTCs, I mean, there'll be periods to where, it seems like everything is going down. But I mean, you have to just, trade carefully, trade what you see, and definitely define your risk. And when you see setups that make sense to you, I mean, don't be afraid to go in. Just be conservative and always scale in your position.
So we're gonna have just a few on the radar for tomorrow. LXU from the uh, New York Stock Exchange. So um, looked at this trading 171,000 shares to 5 million. This has some room. Let's see if it ran after hours. Not much. So anytime you see a nice, smooth, clean break without many pullbacks and finally start getting volume, you can get a continuation. Uh, NURO, I believe, was the stock of the day from $3 to 14, and it held after hours. So it's another one we may see, another one we may haven't seen the last of. So, and I mean, the volume pop pretty much done it. 251,000 shares in 5 minutes when we traded 94,000 shares the whole day. So, again, $1 million lesson. Once you see a stock surpass the volume the previous day, so it had already surpassed the volume. The previous day's volume was 94,000. So pre-market at 8 o'clock, this stock got 250,000 shares at before the market even opened. So that lets you know that the interest is there and that you can expect a huge run up. And of course, the VDD that we always like to talk about from $4, actually $3 all the way up to 14. Um, volume tells the story again. So again, if you just pay attention to volume, just if you're in there and with the first big volume pop, you can make a big move, and that's going to be in my next series called The Secret, how to determine volume to predict these huge runners. In this case, uh, $3 to $14. You're looking at 300-400%. So,
Yeah,
um,
and one thing
yeah,
I've really noticed about volume too is like when you initially see the volume coming in, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to buy it at that moment, but it has to be on your radar though, because the volume's telling the story. You know, volume means the buyers are coming in. So I mean, once you see the volume coming in, just have it on your radar and just and watch, and if you can catch it on support, I mean, it's always a good time to get in.
And so we have OEG that is clean energy. They do lots of different things, from biodiesel to electric motors and things like that. This was a stock that ran way back when the election was coming. You know, we see it perk up from 2 million shares to 10 million shares. So again, just put it on your radar. Whenever you see these plays starting to get volume. Again, clean energy plays maybe coming back. Ideal Power, and so from 92,000 shares to 750,000 shares, that's not a lot. So still has a lot of room to go, and we still went 34% with under a million shares. So again, we just wanted to kind of keep you abreast with the market and let you know how we're looking at things. AMC, again, watch for AMC, because AMC is always a threat. GameStop is always a threat. GameStop follows AMC, or AMC follows GameStop, and you see we're coming off the bottom. So hold support 160, it already held support, then we can get a big move. Of course, we see a lot of resistance around 200, but again, if it breaks through, it breaks through. Keep it simple. This stock, NEGG, should be coming up, but if not, oh well. We'll catch you next time. We'll catch the chart next time. So anyway, hope you make some money. Again, look at volume, pay attention to volume. I'm going to break that down in the secret series. There we go. Here's NEGG. So obviously this was a darling of Wall Street for a week, and then, you know, next thing you know, it was a black sheep. But again, I always say you want to get the first run up and the first bounce. This could be the first bounce. Okay, so it held this 20. I wouldn't be surprised at a $40 to $45 retest. So like, share, subscribe. If you got any questions, give us a shout. greenwoodstocktrading@gmail.com. You can text us, subscribe button, bell icon button, and we'll see you on the green side.